Hello, I am Archit Katare and I welcome you to the Social Crusaders podcast series. COVID-19 has a massive impact on the global supply chain. China, European Union and the United States are the three economies which contribute to almost 63% of the global trade. Companies across the globe have been scrambling to streamline their imports and exports. And so, supply chain management is going to be one of the most critical sectors to improve post-COVID-19. As per PwC's report, it is necessary to create a connected and autonomous supply chain. They have also mentioned the application of artificial intelligence, which is going to be a new norm in the coming future. In fact, the companies who have already invested in AI now see a 6.8% decrease in their cost and a 7.7% increase in the overall revenue. The big tech companies or the blue chip companies are the only ones who are facing the loss? No. Do you know that the Indian poultry industry has faced a 22,500 crore loss in April? This industry also employs 10 lakh farmers and contributes to 1.3 lakh crores to the GDP directly. Manufacturing of 57 drugs are at risk, which ranges from cancer treatment, HIV/AIDS to the calcium supplements. And root cause of everything is in the supply chain. So today on the podcast, we have Pranav Harindran, who is currently a student of National Institute of Industrial Engineering. So without wasting any further time, let's dive into the podcast and look what's in it for you. We can start with the podcast by asking you a very simple question. Can you give us a brief overview of what supply chain is?
So, before coming to NITI, I did not have any idea about what supply chain is. When I used to think about supply chain, it was completely only logistics. I used to think कि truck यहाँ से वहाँ माल transport करते हैं, उसको हम supply chain बोलते हैं. So right now also a lot of people have confusion between the difference between operations and supply chain. So supply chain is an umbrella under which operation comes. So think about a car, For car, what are the raw materials which are required? Steel, chemicals, a lot of material goes inside car. There are sensors, everything goes inside a car. So when you're talking about a car manufacturer, he has to procure these items, the raw material. And then he has to, what happens is there is a contract manufacturing. Not all the activities of car manufacturing is done by the car manufacturer. Some of the manufacturing is done by the contract manufacturers. So that thing, and then it comes to the car frame, the chassis, everything comes to the manufacturer, and then the final touch is done. So when a car is being manufactured, it is known as the operations. So about the inventory levels of your, let's say, whatever items, raw materials, these all things you look under when you are talking about operations. But once the car gets manufactured, it comes to the dealer, and then a customer makes a purchase and the car gets delivered to his home. This entire network, from the manufacturing single component to the end product which reaches a customer, it's known as a supply chain. So as you might be figuring, every company which is in the business has to have a supply chain because they are delivering some product from the start to the end. So we are talking about optimization of supply chains, and that is what supply chain is all about.
In fact, to look at it, I had been to Lamington Road about 3-4 days back. Okay. And almost every shop you go, they are saying the same thing. Stock nahi hai, maal aa nahi raha hai, China ka maal idhar aana ruk gaya hai. And the thing is, if you don't get something at Lamington Road, where else would you find it? It's really terrible right now. The situation is really terrible right now. Which explains how demand should be, how demand side management or how supply chain management should be.
Right.
What's the important thing?
Whenever you go to a shop and shopkeeper says wo maal nahi hai sir, that day that supply chain has failed,
Yeah.
Because वो predict नहीं कर पाया. Actually क्या रहता है? Also I'll tell you the example of cloth के shop में. So you go to a cloth के shop में भी there is a lot of variety and the variety keeps on changing, मतलब आज fashion कुछ और है, कल fashion कुछ और है. Maybe not for us, for the females it happens that way. So if they are not able to predict the demand, क्या होता है ना, जो दूसरा माल उन्होंने बहुत हाई में ले रखा है, उनको लॉस ऑफ सेल्स कैसे होता है? Because they have to reduce the price और end of season sales वो सब निकालते रहते हैं, तो उनका प्रॉफिट पूरा चला जाता है. So it's a very crucial concept जो which Dwarkesh was talking about. Let's say the demand or when you're going there and the product is not there. So it's a loss to the person and the entire supply chain because there is a supply chain profit that we talk about. So when a product gets sold at the customer end, ये जो entire profit है ना, that gets distributed to the network. तो अगर एक मेरा वहाँ पे लॉस हो गया तो वो नेटवर्क का पूरा प्रॉफिट चला गया. So that is supply chain profit. So it's very important कि मेरा product deliver होता रहे ताकि जो भी network के अंदर है everybody is happy and सबका profits up है.
How does marketing and supply chain management hinge together? How does marketing affect supply chain?
Right. Okay. So this is a good question actually, Dwarkesh. What happens is, let me give you an example of Coca-Cola for this. So what happened is, बहुत पुरानी बात है, तो Coca-Cola ने एक नया ad campaign चलाया और उनका sales बहुत उस time पे demand बहुत high हो गया. मतलब सबको लगा कि नहीं अभी मेरे को Coca-Cola चाहिए, तो everybody wanted to buy it. So वो जो चीज किया किसने किया? Marketing department. They ran a campaign. They did all the promotion. They did everything that was perfect, and Coca-Cola's sales got shoot off through the roof. But they did not inform the operations and supply chain persons. There was a gap, Coca-Cola को जब तुम मैन्युफैक्चर करते हो बॉटल भी तो चाहिए. बॉटलिंग लोगों को बताना पड़ेगा कि भाई बॉटल्स भी ज्यादा मैन्युफैक्चर करो. तुमने अपना क्या कर दिया? You have increased your demand very high, but the supply remained constant. तो ये जो गैप है जिसके वजह से क्या हो गया? लॉस ऑफ सेल्स हो गया. कस्टमर आधा था, कोका-कोला के पास कोका-कोला है ही नहीं. So it's marketing or supply chain का it's a very tight role. Marketing drives the demand. So if marketing, when you're talking about supply chain, when you're talking about HUL, PNG, everybody acts on demand. कि अभी मेरे प्रोडक्ट का डिमांड क्या है? HUL ने कोई कैंपेन कर दिया, क्या पता डिमांड काफी हाई हो गया, बट उनके सप्लाई चेन को नहीं पता कि डिमांड हाई हो गया. Even one product has a lot of intricacies. पेप्सी में क्या है? बॉटल है, उसका वो है, कैप है, फिर उसके ऊपर प्रिंटिंग करना है, बहुत सारी चीजों को इफेक्ट करता है. If you are increasing the demand. So marketing has a very crucial role, I would say, to help operations and supply chain to deliver those products. Because I think हमेशा इनके बीच में ना एक कंपनी के अंदर there is always this tiff between. हाँ, because operations guy says कि भाई इससे बड़ा तो क्योंकि यार प्रोडक्शन कैपेसिटी कम है, तो तुम इतना ज्यादा मार्केट करते रहोगे तो मैं उतना प्रोडक्शन बढ़ा नहीं सकता. उसके भी चैलेंजेस रहते हैं. So always in a company there is this tiff between operations and marketing. That is there.
Most of the students run away from engineering, let's say from mechanical, because they hate programming or they don't like the field. Okay. Now what happens is what they do is they pursue management. So अभी आपने कैसा एक job किया FTC. So you had a work exposure, then you joined NITI Mumbai. They don't even take a work exposure, they directly jump into it. And then they realize now we had a podcast with one of our friends who had I am Indore, and he said his complete internship was based on R programming and data visualization. And then he told me that there is no running away from this. So
absolutely true.
If I ask you that even at NITI Mumbai आपको भी R programming और Python और ये सिखाया जाता है क्या?
Actually, what happened is our director got changed this year. So he's from IIT Kharagpur, and he teaches us a topic known as supply chain analytics. So believe it or not, सबसे important skill for a supply chain person right now is Python. कि तुम्हें Python तो like basic है. Like I am telling you that if you are engineering graduate and if you want to invest your time in something, it has to be Python. MySQL, you're talking about statistics. So these database, everything, or there is no running away from it. There is simply no running away from it, because even if you're mechanical, electrical, koi bhi ho, when I interned in Philips, or whatever the experiences from my co-interns were, a lot of companies ke jo higher ups hai na, they are 50 years and above. So they don't have an idea about Python, R, and suddenly as youngsters you come in and you bring this fresh breath of air where you are automating the entire thing. Python लगा के ये कर दिया, Python लगा के वो कर दिया, even Excel लगा के ये सर automate कर दिया. So it creates a very good impression. They feel कि अच्छा ये बंदा रहेगा ना तो ये जो mundane task है इसको मैंने automate कर दिया. So in my Philips what happened is एक task था जहाँ पे planning and timeline sheet था, तो they used to fill in manually. तो मैंने क्या कर दिया कि एक्सेल में मैक्रोस बना के उसको ऑटोमेट कर दिया, तो उससे दे लाइक्ड इट वेरी मच.